Hey everyone, welcome back to January, and as you can see here, we are ready to go against Blackburn. I'm just making some final altercations here to the team. As you can see, Fabio Aurelio is injured. Actually, just how long is he injured for? Oh, he's only out for a day. That's not too bad then. Um, so nothing's gone through. Just to let you know, no transfers or anything. Nothing's changed. I've literally just pressed continue from the last screen that you saw. This is the 4-5-1. Blackburn play poorly against this apparently. Well, it's kind of like a 4-5-1, I suppose. We've got Joe Cole and Babel going forward, and obviously Fernando Torres here could be a target man, and Gerrard can be a advanced playmaker. Now, I understand obviously you have to rotate your team during these busy and hectic December fixtures, and obviously that's what it will be doing. But especially as we have Chelsea 3 times in a row, which I'm going to be getting onto that in a moment. Well, not in a row, but we're playing them 3 times in a small period of time, and yeah, it's going to be quite hectic. Now, what I'd rather do is let the team play out here, and get like say a 3-0 lead at half time, and then bring the likes of Shelby and all that on, rather than starting them and then struggling all the way through, and then having to bring Gerrard on when we need to when we need a goal. Putting a bit of pressure on him. So we'll continue. I've just started to put it a bit fluid today, just to make sure we get through it. And yeah, so we're gonna do this now. We're just gonna get the assistant to put all the target on, and we can win this today. Let's keep the morale up. And decide actually to wish them luck is good, but to say we can win this keeps the morale up for some reason. I don't know why. I could just it's mad observation. I don't know. It could just be the fact that we're winning. I don't know. Just a strange observation I made. Anyway, here's Babel. He's running straight at the defence, and he's just nearly scored inside 30 seconds. It's not bad for a first effort. I'm not going to argue. Right, so as I say, the Chelsea games. Quite hesitant to talk about them, I suppose, and Juve's already been injured, as you can see there, because it's going to be a very, very tricky tie in occasion, the League Cup legs there, of course, as you can see. It's going to be, well, I mean, the next game there, up there, I think that's the FA Cup, actually. Is it? Yeah, it probably is, since, yeah, it's a home. At the FA Cup. Oh, and Gunning has been sent off for Blackburn. I didn't even see that. I was looking at the fixtures. Oh well then. That's not the greatest of starters. Such we're already halfway through the first half. It's not the greatest thing for them. And as you can see, Fernando Torres. Oh, I don't think that sending off has just ruined the game for Blackburn. There, I'm not going to deny it. Torres slotted away for his 100th billionth goal of the season. We're just started January, and I think he has 14 goals. I think now with that, we will check in a moment. I think we went over it last video, although I can't remember since there was a few days since I've done it. Sorry, since we last did that video. And as you can see, he just turns swivel on the ball, plenty of time. Slots it past Paul Robinson. So we have the goal, and as you can see here, I know we've had a bit of an assistance perhaps from the ref here, with the whole sending off thing here. Paul Konchesky, come on, can't be having you doing that. But yeah, as I was going back to the situation there with Chelsea, it's quite rare that you do actually beat, especially a team like Chelsea, that you beat them, say 3 times a season. I think the ultimate proof in that was when we played them in the Champions League in 2008, I think it was, when we finished second in the league, and that was. Remember, we did the double over them. That was the first time Chelsea had lost at Stamford Bridge for the first time in 5 years, when Xabi Alonso scored that deflected goal. And then we beat them at Anfield 2-0 when Torres scored that brace inside in the last 10 minutes. And we then played them in the Champions League, and at that point we'd already beat them twice. And it's so rare that you do it. I don't know why. It's just so rare, and it's so difficult after that to do it. As I say, I don't know the reasoning why. You just do. It's just the fact of life. It's just the law of averages in football. And I mean, we gave them a good run for the money. I mean, I remember that game at Stamford Bridge in the second leg. I think that was after Reece had scored that stupid headed goal. I think that really was the end of him. After that, I mean, he was always going to be sold anyway after that. But he was really awful that season, and I think that just summed everything up. But yeah, I'm just going to show encouragement here. We actually should I take Gerrard off? Nah, we'll leave him on for a bit longer. He's not doing too badly. And that game was just totally just bonkers. I mean, that was when Aurelio, you may remember, Aurelio scored that goal where he bent it around the wall, caught Czech. In fact, not just Czech, everyone off guard, even the fans, and it just it's amazing free kick and just bent it around the wall, scored in bottom right hand corner of the goal. And I think who's injured then? Ash Joe Cole's injured. Okay, we're gonna take him off in a minute. See this chance. Oh, Morales fires in another superb goal. I think as you can say, Liverpool's run continues, and we best be making some substitutes. I don't know if you could hear me clicking there, but it wasn't doing it. I want to get Joe Cole off the field as quickly as possible. We are going to now throw on who can take his place. I suppose John Joe Shelby then. Let's change the old team here, and it's severely lagging. I'm clicking, as you can. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but we'll throw Gerrard over here. I'll tell you what we'll do instead. We will throw. I don't know. So we throw David and Gog on for. We'll keep Gerrard on the field just for a little longer. We'll throw Torres on. Sorry, off. For now, there we go. So, and then we'll keep Gerrard on for another 10 or 15 minutes, just to confirm sort of the dominance. I mean, obviously, I know they're down to 10 minutes. Not dominance doesn't really need to be acquired as such. I mean, look at this. They've sort of had Gunning sent off. They've had Andrews, Nelson, and Olsen booked. It's not particularly great for them, as I've got to say. It's very typical Blackburn. Whoa. Well, what's going on there? Everyone just seemed to rush at the ball. I thought the way the momentum was carrying them. As you can see again, they're all just fouling like crazy. I mean, they've already had one man sent off. God help them if they have another one. I mean, it's typical Blackburn. You know, we saw this under Allardyce. You know, Allardyce. Obviously, I know it's not Allardyce. I mean, as we saw last video, it actually is Steve Keane, which is interesting. Who's in charge now? But you know, Blackburn always used to employ these really aggressive tactics and sort of long ball, kick the shit out of everyone kind of tactics. And it was frustrating when you play them. It really wasn't the greatest and most entertaining games in the world. We will now take Steven Gerrard off, and we will throw on. Should we just throw on Lucas? Let's throw on. Should we just throw Morales on this? Okay, tell you what. Do this. Whoa, 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 whoa! In the middle, in the middle. There we go. Dragging plays. It's still not working. There we go. Now, as you can see, we have no width, but as I say, it gets to the point now where you can make tactical changes, just wacky tactical changes, and see if anything comes of them. Hell, it could even just to be run down the clock and get the game over with, because when you're 2-0 up against a 10-man team like Blackburn, you're going to score. And Daniel Agger scores. I don't know what number goal that was for him, but that's a nice goal for the Dane, and I'm sure that will increase his transfer allowance even more. Because Louis van Gaal of Bayern Munich wants him, and as I've said many, many times, he's not coming. Sorry, he's not going. Coming or going, I don't know. I can't tell the difference. Anyway, it's 3-0. Just get on with it now. Skirtle. Don't want to talk about Skirtle really. I know he scored yesterday. The thing about Skirtle is every time Skirtle, oh come on, stop this now, stop getting booked. I think we've had a bit of a. To be fair, I think Tanner's been a bit of a dick ref. To be fair to him, don't think he's had the greatest. There you go, 3-0. And what we're going to do, we'll fast forward. We're not going to fast forward. I'm going to keep recording until we get to the next game, which is against Chelsea. That's Saturday. I know that's not a particularly long time, but we'll see if anyone comes in for any transfers. Let's see. So Joe Cole, 5 days. That's not too bad. Fans, please. Yep. All that. Okay, let's get to the post-match conference. Did it this time. Still going on this crazy run. Still going on this crazy run. Referee had a lot. Let's see. Can I slag the ref? Shows they got stuck in. No, I'd rather do that. Well, Babel's not only. Well, he scored like 2 games ago. It wasn't too bad. Oh, I don't know. I know Ngog's probably not happy, but to be brutally honest, wow, 45,000. That's a lot at Anfield. You know, considering we're like averaging like 42,000, or not even that actually. It's probably off like 42,000. Christian Poulsen is unhappy. Okay. Is it discipline? Whatever. I hate this. It's like discipline. You know, it can never please both parties in this, because if you try and discipline a player, then if you discipline a player, um, they get unhappy, and then that will probably latch onto him, and he'll be unhappy that you're disciplining him when he wanted more discipline, which makes no sense whatsoever. But yeah, now I'm finished with all the transfer stuff now. I can't think of. I'm trying to think. I actually thought of something before. As I was watching the TV before, and I was thinking there's someone I could actually sign, and I've absolutely forgotten who it was. Never mind. Okay, there's some guys come back. I think he's a goalkeeper. Let's see then. Match preparation. Oh, sorry, that's a pre-match advice. But I wouldn't really match scouting reports. To be honest, I don't really use these too much. However, as I say, pre-match meetings, on the other hand, are considerably, way more considerably better, I suppose. Of reputation. Okay then. Oh, look at that. They're on a pretty poor. Yeah, they're on a pretty poor streak on. We're in form. And Rafa Benitez singles out John Terry for some reason. As you can see, lost, win, draw, and lost. That's not good. You get some confidence about the FA Cup, as I say, it is the FA Cup. Well, it's fucking Chelsea. What are the chances that Liverpool would be drawn against Chelsea in the FA Cup third round? I mean, that's a stupid question. It doesn't take into account these things. That's the problem. Match against Chelsea, yeah. Don't get to go all cliched about it. It just gets all cliched. What is this? I'm nervous. Don't get nervous when I'm sitting in front of a computer. Can't you think I am? I like Carlo Ancelotti, actually. I'm not apologising if I'm quiet here. I'm reading, obviously. I'd like to think you're reading as well. Very long pre-match conference, actually. Christ, yeah, this is... Yeah, very long post-match, pre-match conference there. What? How insane? I think they've got to be respect. How can you fear defeat? Oh my god. This is why I hate the media on this. I've never thought I'd see when a more retarded media than the current media that exists in real life. But I think Football Manager have managed to crack. Let's move on here. As you can see, I think before we are about to get onto the Chelsea game here, and you can see, yeah, there we go, match preview. We will end it right there. So no one's come in for transfers yet. I've heard nothing else. In terms of other transfers, I just say I'm not going to be buying anyone until I can get at least raise a bit of transfer budget for myself. But yeah, we'll have to see with transfers. We'll just take it as it comes and as it goes, etc., etc. So, hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, anything like that, I hope you enjoyed it. Like, favourite, comment, whatever you like to do. Feel free to do any of that, and I will see you for this crunch FA Cup game against Chelsea. Goodbye for now.